Hello, coin collectors out there. Welcome back to the Big D Coins channel. Hopefully everyone is having a great day as always. In today's video, we are going to talk about the first 4 coins in the presidential dollar coin series, which consist of George Washington, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, and James Madison. And we are going to talk about the values in the mintages of all 4 of these coins right here. And we will get into the documented error coins associated with these, which have to do with the plain edge variety. There's errors documented for Washington, Adams, and Jefferson. So those coins that have the plain edge variety, which was a mistake by the United States Mint, will be worth more than the face value of the coin. So we'll get into that one at a time. But first, if you're new to coin collecting, you might be wondering what the coins that came before it were for the dollar coins, and we have some of them right here. So we have the peace dollar. This one started back in 1921, went from 1921 to 1928, and then from 1934 to 35, followed by the Eisenhower dollar right here. This went from 1971 to 78. These 2 coins are just absolutely huge coins, much bigger than what we're currently seeing today. So after the Eisenhower dollar came the Susan B. Anthony dollar coin, which had another very short run to it from 1971 to 1978. And then following that is this coin right here, the Sacagawea dollar. And this is also part of the Native American dollar coin series, which started back in 2000. Now, they are still making the Native American dollar coin series right now. They're making a new one each year, but the Sacagawea dollar, which has this reverse right here, is no longer being made. So that's kind of the predecessing coins. We had the Sacagawea dollar coin, Susan B. Anthony dollar coin, the Ike dollar coin right here, and the Peace dollar coin right here. This is probably my favorite of those dollar coins. All right, now what you came to see, the George Washington dollar coin, the very first coin in the entire series. This one right here was made back in 2007. Now the mintages on this one are very high, and you'll see that the mintages are high for the presidential dollar coin series up until the year 2012. After 2012, they started making those only for coin collectors. So those were sold at a premium in coin collecting sets. They had low mintages and were not made for the general public. So this George Washington dollar coin right here, so at the Philadelphia Mint, they had 176 million of these were made. At the Denver Mint, 163 million of them were made, for a total of 340 million of these made. I'll quickly run through the mintages on all 4 of these coins, and then we'll get into a little bit more about the design, then the value of these, and then the error coins. So we've got the George Washington dollar coin, the first one in the series, and then the second president of the United States. So George Washington was the first president, documented right there. He was president from 1789 to 1797, and then from 1797 up until 1801, John Adams was the president. There were 112 million of these made at the Philadelphia, 112 million at the Denver Mint, for a total of 224 million of these coins made. Now going on to this coin right here, the Thomas Jefferson, 3rd president of the United States from 1801 to 1809. There were 100 million of these made at the Philadelphia Mint and 102 million made at the Denver Mint, for a total of 203 million of these coins produced. Now you can see that the trajectory so far is going down as far as the mintages of these coins, and that continues with this one right here. This is the James Madison, the 4th in the series. He was the 4th president of the United States. He was president from 1809 to 1817. There were just 84 million of these made at the Philadelphia Mint and 87 million made at the Denver Mint, for a total of 172 million of these coins produced. Now I'll flip it over and we can talk a little bit more about the design of these coins. What makes these coins very cool is the edge inscription. Obviously, we've got a nice obverse and reverse side of the coin, but what differentiates these, which you might not have seen before, is the edge inscription. And that's also where the varieties associated with these coins can be found. So we see E pluribus unum, which you're probably used to seeing on coins. Then we keep rotating it, and then we see In God We Trust. Now, what's interesting about In God We Trust on these presidential dollar coins is they actually changed that partway through the series, starting in 2009 with William Henry Harrison. They moved In God We Trust to the front of the coin from the edge. So it's on the edge right here for 2007 and 2008. In God We Trust, but people didn't see it on the front side of the coin or the back side of the coin, and they didn't really know to look on the obverse, so they thought, the U.S. Mint removed the In God We Trust from the coinage, and they were pretty upset about that. So the U.S. Mint made it in a more obvious place starting in 2009 and going forward. So we've got the E Pluribus Unum, In God We Trust. Then we keep rotating it. Then we see the year that it was made, 2007. So all four of these coins are the four ones that were made in 2007. And then we see the mint mark right here. So we've got 2007, P mint mark right here, E Pluribus Unum, In God We Trust. And you can kind of see as I rotate it going along the side. So all of the coins that we're looking at right here will have that edge inscription on them. Now, it was just kind of random as far as which ones were heads up versus kind of tails up as far as the inscription goes. So if we both look at these, kind of the head side, they are both lined up right here. So we've got the head side up, and this one right here is actually the other way around. I kind of get what I'm trying to say here, that this one right here, head side up, but the lettering is facing down. So that was the first one we had, George Washington. And then for John Adams, this head side up. So we've got one that's just facing that way, and then three that are facing downward. So that's kind of an interesting. Some people look to get them in the direction, one of each and in each direction, but it's really truly random. So the prices don't really make a difference as far as the direction of the lettering goes. Now let's talk about the values of these coins. Unfortunately, if you've got circulated coins like I do right here, the value of them is going to be only $1. However, if you've got coins that are in great condition, that have not been circulated, that are in mint state condition, those will be worth more than $1. At a mint state 65, these coins are going to be worth $3.50. If you've got a proof coin that's graded PF65, those will be worth $4. So at mint state 65 for a generally struck coin for circulation, like these ones right here, will be worth $3.50. And then a proof 65, those will be worth $4. So not a huge return. Most of that is because a lot of people took these and put them right in their collection and didn't really let them get circulated, didn't let them bounce around because they thought that they would be worth a significant amount of money. All right, now we're on to the variety coins. Like I mentioned, these are going to be related to the edge inscription. So for 2007, the Washington has missing edge inscription. For 2007, Adams has missing edge inscription, as well as for 2007, Jefferson has missing edge inscription. So just talking about the Adams one, because that's the one I've got in front of us right here. The date, mint mark, and E Pluribus Unum and In God We Trust in the delimiter dots are missing from the edge due to the coins not being run through the edge lettering machine. Thousands, by some estimates, even 10,000 or more of these escape the mint, more than 99% of them in Philadelphia Mint rolls. So if you've got a Philadelphia Mint roll, check it out, because some people are estimating that maybe 10,000 of these did not go through the edge lettering machine and then came out. Most of these were found in southeastern Michigan, but a small number were found in Florida. Plain edge lettering Washington and Jefferson dollars were also released in significant quantities, with the Washington being more common. So like I mentioned kind of a couple of seconds ago, these do exist for the Washington and for the Jefferson, but the most common missing edge inscription is going to be this one right here. Some people estimate that there were 10,000 of these that got out. Mostly of them have been found in southeast rolls that went to southeast Michigan, Those all will be made at the Philadelphia Mint, but you won't know which mint they were made at because they'll be missing the P Mint mark on the edge inscription. All right, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed these videos. Let's do a quick recap. We looked at George Washington, who was the first in the series. Then we looked at John Adams, second in the series, and then Thomas Jefferson, third in the series, and then James Madison, fourth in the series, in the final coin that was made in 2007. All right, everyone. Best of luck coin collecting out there. Enjoy.